Andrew, Tabletop Farms here. Well, it's been a few days since we've been on here. Been really busy getting fall planting, full bore, trying to get, I don't know that we've got the high tunnel completely cleaned out. Definitely don't have high tunnel number 2. Corn's looking pretty good right behind me here. Full tassel, ears are starting to come on it, so we'll definitely be getting some decent corn. We're going to get that fenced off tonight, I do believe. But yeah, just been busy mowing, trying to keep up with the cows. Stockpile is looking really good for the winter time. Been having a lot of hay come in, so we're doing pretty good. Almost ahead of schedule, except for our planting. Our planting, I would say, we're quickly getting behind schedule on that. So we're gonna really go deep into that one. Still have 3 piglets, I do believe, as of right now. I know Lisa had put out an email or a post either today or last night. So have those 3 available. I guess if we don't get rid of those, which is kind of odd, we've never had a real problem yet getting rid of piglets, but I'm sure they would go find a sale barn. We try not to do that, but sometimes that's just how we have to. But those are available. You can look us up on the website or anything like that to get our number and contact us through the website. Something I want to tell you guys, I haven't heard very much about it. I talked to a gal, her husband actually had retired from the railroad, and she didn't have any clue about it. But something to be kind of aware of. We grow food. We try to prepare for the future. I think that's what we're called to do a lot in life, is be prepared. And we're kind of like the squirrel, you know. It's not a do or die situation ever, but the squirrel is always gathering for wintertime, and I think that's what we're called to do, and to always be prepared for the next thing, whether that be just the power outage for a few hours or whatever. Well, getting a call here, so I guess I'll answer that. I'll be right back. But yeah, anyways, kind of lost my train of thought there. I had a phone call, and it was actually Lisa calling me. So when she's calling me, I generally answer. I have to go get David from football. So, but going back to that, September 16th, coming up quick. There is the possibility, 60 days ago, our president signed an executive order to keep the railroad from going on strike. That was 60 days ago, as of September 16th. So on September 16th, they are legally allowed to go on strike. Now, whether they do or not, that's one thing. Congress, I believe it was back in early 90s, mid 90s, that the railroad did go on strike. And we're talking not Amtrak, we're talking about freight railroad. BNSF and CNX and several of those companies. I'm not sure exactly which ones, but they are freight. I believe it was back in the 90s during the Clinton administration that they did go on strike. It only lasted for, I believe it was 2 days, maybe give or take a day on that. I'm not 100% sure. But Congress can tell them to go back. Beyond that, that's in this day and age, who knows what's going to happen. I do know, though, however, most of the truck fuel, most of the truck DEF, which is what an additive that they have to put in their diesel trucks, the 18-wheelers, is carried by locomotive. So with that said, if the railroad goes on strike, there is a very real possibility that we start to see shortages of some sort. What exactly that looks like, I have no idea. But not many people have heard about this, so I wanted to make you aware of it. I don't know what kind of implications that means. I no idea whatsoever. May mean nothing. Also, sounds like UPS is getting ready to go on strike. Who knows about that? I want to not preface this, but I want to follow this up by explaining that we don't prepare out of fear. Anytime we give you information like this, it is just information that we are hearing, that we want to make you aware of if you're not aware of it. It's not fear-based. It's information-based. We fully believe on being aware of our surroundings, and that comes with the preparing for tomorrow, preparing for the next day, preparing for the next winter or the winter coming. And that's one reason we put our food, and we can our food and preserve our food, and we do extra when we do food. You know, we've always had that mantra of to have extra in case somebody pops in. We always love having people visit, and we don't want to turn anybody away for not having enough. When we grow everything in plethora, kind of like this corn, we will be putting a lot of corn away. We've got 2 plots that size. It's not a huge amount, but it's plenty to put away for sure. So I wanted to share this information with you guys. We're getting into mid-September. I think tomorrow I'm going to work on one tonight. I'm going to try to put out a video what you can still put in your garden. Maybe 10 things, maybe 15 things. But there's still opportunity to put stuff out in your garden and still get a harvest. A lot of your root crops, and we'll go over all those, can go. But if nothing else, out in the open air, there's several things you can put out. But boy, you can really get season extension with a piece of PVC and some rebar in the ground and a piece of plastic over the top of it and putting like a little low tunnel on it. But we'll go over that tomorrow, and I'll work on that tonight. Also wanted to kind of fill you guys in with the whole, I'm trying to stay steady on the videos. We are getting really, really busy. Seems like busier by the day. And, but I don't do much editing. I will cut in some of that music that you've heard in previous videos. We do some of that, but generally this is a one-take thing. Me just talking to you. So lots of uhs and lots of ums and things like that. But I wanted to kind of make you aware of that. We don't do a bunch of editing to make it look good, make it look all that stuff. Speaking of not looking good, carrots. They looked pretty darn good. They don't look so hot now. Pretty thin. We're going to leave them as they are, weed them, and see what they come out in the spring. But definitely not pleased with the outcome of how the carrots were this time. I still have yet to put carrots in the tunnel. That's getting ready to be done, and we'll have several plantings as we pull lettuce during the wintertime out of the tunnel. We will continually put carrots in. That is a big crop that we like to have first thing in the spring, and we can have really early in the spring. So lots of health benefits to carrots too, if I can get them to grow. That seems to be the issue. So got some new hats. So if you are a hat person, would like a hat, let me know in the comments. Give me some contacts, or give me an email. The email that you can reach us is tabletopfarms@tabletopfarmsmo.com. There again, you can find that on our website. But reach out, comment, shoot me an email. If you'd like a hat, I'd love to send you a hat. I think we got several shirts. We're getting some more shirts made. I'll send you out a shirt. If you know some farms around the area, I'd love to be able to buy local farm shirts anywhere in Missouri, Kansas, anywhere. Doesn't matter, Arkansas, doesn't matter what state. If you know some farms, reach out or have them reach out to me, and I'd love to be able to buy them. If you do we are really looking at doing more community buying. So I know my daughter Ella does soaps, but she's not very consistent on doing soaps. So if you're a soap maker and or know a soap maker, would love to be able to buy local soap, especially ones that are regenerative, we'll say. And we can get on that whole topic. I did start the permaculture school. So we're going to go down that road and direct more of the gardening. The farm is the big picture with the permaculture. The gardening is going to be a little touch and go on permaculture. I definitely want to get deeper and deeper into permaculture with the gardens, but we do run a commercial garden. I'll use that as an excuse right now to do more no-till or do more of what we do, but I definitely want to move and focus the gardens more on permaculture, which would be more of a no-till, no-dig type of scenario. We do that in the high tunnels exclusively right now. We don't do that outside in the outside gardens. So as close as we do now is when we do tarps. In fact, I can take you over there real quick and we can look at these tarps, the winter squashes here. And they're looking pretty darn good. I'm not sure if there's anything on there, but we've got those. I believe we have some cabbages or cabbage right next to it as well. So as of right now, this is really as close as we're going to get to permaculture. And this isn't what I would call permaculture, but having the soil covered is an aspect of permaculture. So this is our attempt right now to lessen our load. This is landscape fabric. It is water permeable, so water does go down through this. Believe it or not, even though it's black, the soil conditions underneath this tarp, we'll call it for lack of better words, stays cool. Stays probably in the 80s, upper 70s, even when it's 140 degrees on top of this soil over here. This is actually keeping a cooler. When you lift this stuff up, there's worm activity, there's biological activity underneath of it. We hate the look of it. We hate the look of plastic everywhere on the farm, but we're definitely busy enough that it does lessen our load. So get you out of the sun here, but turnips look really good, and that is a testament to the Jang cedar. And then the radishes, they're there, a little bit smaller, not quite as good, but looking good. So definitely getting some swelling on the corn. But yeah, I'm rambling on, so I'll let you guys go. I wanted to share that information about the railroad for you, and just give you the information out there. We live in some crazy times. I don't know. Nothing should be based out of fear. There's, like the old saying, there's nothing fear but fear itself. Well, I don't see how anybody can go around this world and walk around this world and live in fear all the time. For those individuals, I truly feel sorry. But yeah, it's we are blessed here on this farm, beyond measure, and we want to share that blessing with whomever we can, and share this information that we gather, and bring you along on our experiment. So with that, I think I have to go get David from football practice. So got a little bit of a drive ahead of me here, about 15-20 minutes to get into town. So Got to pick up some parts from one of the stores anyways, so I believe the only place left open now is Lowe's. So doing a little bit of electrical work. Remodeling, we took out the walk-in cooler in the kitchen. Well, on the side of the kitchen, took out that walk-in cooler. So we are now getting our wash pack area built up in there, doing a little remodeling in that area. So I'll get a video out on that as well. But thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sticking with me. I know it's been a little bit of a space there, but we're going to try to get more consistent. Take it day by day, I guess. Until next time, pull up a chair and welcome to Tabletop Farms.